I did a review this. I suck at piano, so this was really hard. Yeah, it's really hard. It's a cool piece. It's a cool song, but I can't move multiple different fingers to different places that easily. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do that song.
You're first.
Should we just record once we have something instead of recording the whole time?
Yes.
Just
Okay, so, plan. What's up, Gary? Ethan's gone to talk to people, so he's left me, which is really annoying. We're doing Dunkirk, doing the dogfight scene. So I'm thinking for the planes, like when we get them kind of like coming past, what I do is we record me driving past in my car, and it's like the now sound, like a plane, you know? Okay, so what I'm doing currently, as I will screenshot and evidence for the 11-12 o'clock, I'm putting a kick from one of the drum machines into the layered kick bass. I'm putting that into a sampler, I bounced it in place, and I put it into the quick sampler in Logic so that I can get it. And what I want to do is I want to take the initial transient off because I like it's a weird like tinny kind of bit, but the rumble and the low rumble is really really good for planes, like the plane sound. So what I'm thinking of doing is I need to loop it somehow. One shot. No, I have a feeling it requires the multi-sample, just purely because it's got, I don't know why it's so slow.
And I spoke to the idea about this.
I'm going to delete it. No, you don't have to delete it. Okay, so we try and get, sample that. So it should and then chuck it in. Okay, so I don't know why it was having an issue earlier. There we go. And then loop, I just want an alternate loop down to C one, right there. And then what I want to do, there we go. So now that's kind of creating like just a pulsing bass note, you know? I'm going to use that just for the like engine sounds. What I'm going to do is I'll layer like 2 or 3 of them over each other. Like if I just do a power chord essentially at 158 chord, that works quite well. Just run it quite slow, and that creates like a nice little rumble engine noise.
I would recommend. I'm not going to get these ones. Yeah. Thank you very much.
So I'm just trying to record this little scene.
Christina's just taking my key. Check it out, it might be open.
You're so smart.
Too, I have a feeling that this
You don't have to go back there again.
loop. Oh yeah, this is going to be annoying.
Definitely like a key, that's a really, really small track.
Because this is not very low.
It doesn't. What's up, YouTube? So we've tried to do that thing that I was talking about recently with the kick bass and the shortening of the loop section on this sampler, so that we can create a sound that sounds more like an engine, because such speeds up, it increases pitch, and that kind of sounds cool. It sounds like a plane engine. But the problem is, there's no automation parameter for that loop. There's no loop start, loop end parameter, so that any kind of editing I do with that loop doesn't do anything, which is very unfortunate.
Machinery like engine record it and bounce it.
No, I can't, because it's that, and that's got no parameters, and I don't know how I'd be able to record it out to then put it back in. So what I'd need is either another output, like another recording station, which would be like if I ran it into yours with a cable, that would take time, and then like record it into yours, the audio that's now put it onto mine. But that's like takes really long time, and it'll be such a smooth thing. By the time we've done it, it'll just like New plan, gang. Ethan, get in the video. So we have a new plan. So Ethan's gonna bring his guitar in, drop C guitar. So then we can do like dive bombs and cool whammy bar stuff to recreate the sound of the plane, because I want that kind of chuk 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 kind of sound, you know, that comes from the guitar. It's gonna be such a heavy plane sound. It's gonna be we're gonna be replicating the sound. We need to use the 4x12. We need to get on that 4x12. We need to record with that 4x12. Make sure it's massive, like, and multi-track it.
We think that's way too hard.
No, we're not though. It's a plane engine. We're allowed to be, because literally, if we just do one bit, we focus on one bit, make it really good, that'll count just as much as if we just did the whole thing kind of shit. I think, because it's like it shows that we know how to make something good.
Do you always think like guitar and guitar?
Yeah. And then we can do the car as well. That'll be good for like movement sounds. Could go do that now actually. Once it's finished this 1-to-1.
I think we get that.
So I've added 3 pitch shifters to my God bass, which is just one of the preset basses. I added an initial pitch shifter on the actual channel itself. I put an octave pitch shifter just have that depth. And I put 3 other ones, one being a +7 on ascend, +7 semitones, -7 on the other one on ascend, and then -12, so you know you have extra bass. And then then it's all bus. The output for those sends will be bus to another bus channel, send channel, with a limiter on it, just so that we can control the peak and it's not clipping, because it was hitting about 3-4 decibels over 0, which is what you don't want. And then I added a phaser to the initial track just to kind of get that sound, because you know how like planes, when they move around the sound, you kind of get like that kind of moving air sound. I want to add that into the plane itself sound. So now this actually sounds like a plane, and it actually sounds quite cool. This is very cool. This is a very cool setup. Okay, so what did I do today? So today, my group, we were doing the group work, we were doing the Dunkirk video. I started off by working on the airplane sound that I've been creating through it's called a God bass. It's one of the preset basses on Logic. It's an Alchemy sample thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's an Alchemy instrument. And then I put a phase on it to create that sound. If you hear the air being moved like an aeroplane, that sound as you hear an aeroplane. It's like that kind of vibe. I then pitch shifted it down a fifth, up a fifth, and down an octave twice. Those are all separate on different send channels. I then bust all. So I bust 3 separate channels for the pitch shifting, all on 100% mix, and then I set all of the outputs of the send channel into a fourth send channel, which then had a limiter on, so then I wasn't blowing past 0 decibels, because I was doing like +6.5 at some point. Like, it was clipping like crazy, and we just don't want that, because digital distortion, not it, and well, it can be, but not in this sense. It was just, it was too loud, and it's overwhelming everything else. I think I might also need to add a compressor onto it. I just basically, what I need to do is I need to have it as a full thick sound, but at the moment it's taking up too much space. So what I might end up doing is EQing some parts. That's really my goal, is to make this thing sound clean and tidy, as well as, it's a plane engine. But the hard part is obviously, getting it to sound good in a mix as well, which I'm having problems with, because now we've got a guitar, and it's just getting very messy when we're trying to add like a chugging guitar part in. So that's, and then Ethan, my classmate, who's also working on this project with me, came in, and then we started working on the guitar part. Recorded a little guitar, like a big, bluesy guitar intro thingy, and then Okay, there we go. So, what are my plans for this week in terms of my project and portfolio? Plans for the project, so obviously do a lot more and get more than just the initial opening scene done, because that's all we've got so far by the looks of it. Then also for recording stuff, so what we need to do is we need to record some dive bombs with a guitar that has a Floyd Rose or some kind of whammy bar that, you know, will whammy and go, you know, that kind of sound. And then we also want to record a car, so probably my car, you know, sounds of car moving past, but then also car driving and the car engine noises and stuff, just so that we can have that for the plane. We need to record in a more comprehensive guitar part. And then mix that, but mixing is really not what I'm focused on at the moment. I'm very much focused on just getting content onto the screen and getting sound to the screen. I think the problem I'm having is that this isn't a complaint against him as a person, but my partner, my group mate for this project hasn't got the best attendance. I can speak, but like, it's putting me behind because I'm not wanting to start the project without him. Purely because there was a lot of ideas, like yesterday we had a lot of ideas and I was waiting for him to come in so then we could implement those ideas in real time, but we haven't had that opportunity at the moment, which is kind of unfortunate, and we are behind at the moment. We're definitely further behind than most groups, which is a bit stressful. But overall, like, evaluation for what's happened so far, I feel like we've done pretty well. The aeroplane sound is pretty incredible, and it's very, lifelike, which I'm very happy to have done. The guitar part so far, very cheaply, sounds like crap, basically, but it's the concept of it and what it will be, I think, will be a very strong one. I also don't think, in reality, we probably don't need to re-record it, because if we're adding enough things in and we're going to be mixing it and we're going to be processing it all, it should work out. I just don't love how it sounds at the moment. It sounds very tinny and very much like there's too much gain running through the guitar for such a cheap guitar that it's causing it to have a lot of like noise where noise shouldn't be occurring. That's my problem. And then Friday, so this week so far has been pretty good. It's been quite a busy week for me, but I mean, I'm happy to do that. And then plan at the moment for today, for once I get home, is to finish off editing all the videos that I've taken this week and get them all up onto Wix, and then finish my resubmission stuff, which is going to take a while. That'll probably be a Sunday day thing, because that's the next time I'm actually not busy, which is going to be hell. And then